Hey, Hap Hap, man, it's your boy, Mr. CJ. You what it do? I'm back in this thing. As y'all can see, I got some guests with me right here. Kellie and Joel Harden, man, coming from Heels, Deals, and Wheels Mobile Home Investing course. That's right. These guys have some good sauce about investing in mobile homes. Now, I know a lot of you guys follow me. Y'all are some swipers. Y'all getting y'all credit right. Y'all getting access to capital. Y'all getting money from these banks. And y'all looking for more ways to invest in swipes. And I know a lot of you guys follow me and y'all be like, hey man, I want to get off in that real estate investing, which is something that I do. But teaming up with them, I found out about this mobile home investing and how that is some sauce to get into. So they came to join me to share this information with y'all on how we can all get in this and make us some nice money. You dig what I'm saying? We can make us some nice money off the swipes, get into that. All right, so Kellie and Joe, how y'all feeling, man?
Oh, we feel fantastic. And thank you so much for having us here. We appreciate that.
Hey, I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, when we first talked about this, Kellie, I'm about to share the story with people how this happened. You know, I got excited. And I was like, this is something that people need to hear, especially my audience need to hear. Like I say, a lot of people want to invest, but they looking for big-time investments. And the way you broke it down, I was like, man, this is amazing. So let me give y'all a little sauce on how this happened. So Kellie tapped in with me. You know, I got my Patreon account, right, with my CJU members. So everybody who subscribes to my Patreon get access to message me, talk with me, and I do live Zoom calls, right? I do live Zoom calls with everybody get on and talk. So I remember I was on there talking, and I was like, man, you know, investment strategies, what we can invest in, this, and that with the group. And then Kellie comes in one day, and she just says, like, hey, CJ, you ever thought about mobile homes? And I was like, nah, I heard about them. Well, hey, man. And I remember you said it so easy, like, hey, man, you know, I'm doing some good cash flowing off this, and it don't cost that much to get in, and a few thousand. I was like, huh? Because I'm thinking about how much we spend on, you know, on real estate and with credit, and I'm like, huh? And you was like, yeah, it's something you should look into. And I said, hey, Kellie, after we get off the Zoom call, I'm going to have to hit you up. We're going to talk. We might hit you up.
Exactly, you sure did.
Exactly, off of that. So, but go ahead and tell them a little bit how you ended up finding me. How do we even get up on the Zoom call and Patreon? How you even tap into CJ?
Well, so anyway, Chris, me and my brother, we've been in the mobile home business for a little bit, and every time we go get supplies, like to paint the house or whatever, get flooring, whatever, I would use my debit card. My brother would get a headache. Oh my God, you using your debit card? You put your credit card. Oh my God, you need to listen to this guy CJ. And I'm like, who is CJ? I didn't even know who you were. He would get a headache. He would actually leave the store. Just left the store with me with the debit card. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna see why my brother gets so pissed off at me every time I break out my debit card. And finally, I looked you up on YouTube and I found you. And however, I was on my way to Vegas. I said I didn't have time to look at you. And when I got back to Vegas, I looked you up, and I'm like, man, I have been doing this the wrong way. I should never use my debit card. We have been paying for mobile homes using our own cash. And since I took your course, no longer. And so that's how we got hooked on you. And then I started being in your Patriot meeting
in your
Zoom call, and I bought up the mobile homes because I heard you guys always talking about real estate, and you know that could be kind of pricey for the average person, where the mobile home can offer you a different avenue.
Thank you. And so Joey, thank you too.
Oh, man,
thank you too for
putting on. Man. You kind of changed our lives with that. You definitely, like, we were always spending our capital with that, and we found out how to swipe the cards and eliminate using the debit card and using the cash, pulling the cash off the credit card. It really changed.
Because when you look at it, when you finally get into it, you realize how much it just makes sense. How much it makes sense, especially if you already have good credit, right? So a lot of times people think that that you got to come in from the back way. Like I told you, remember how I started? I came in from the back way, not having access to capital. Maybe you got to get your credit fixed and work your way up. But there's a lot of people out there that got good credit. They don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So there's another side to it, and got good credit and actually has a business. So that's why this information is big for you guys out there who have good credit. If you have 700 credit scores, 800 credit, because I remember you telling me your credit was already good.
Our credit was good. Matter of fact, Chris, my brother, our last mobile home we tried to purchase before your course, my brother was like, ask the park manager, can you use the credit card? I'm thinking, I'm not about to embarrass myself and ask this lady, can we use a credit card? I ain't never heard of nothing. like that before. And then sure enough, after I took your course, I realized how right he was.
Yeah, because it's not about you not having the money. It's just using the OPM, using other people's money.
Being smart about it,
you know what I'm
too.
saying? Being smart about it. Like we was talking about before, like, let's not act like this is something new. This has been going for a long time. And then when you start to really scale, you realize how many, like, rich people still don't use their own money. And they keep it, you know? So the mobile home aspect of it is just great. Just talking to you guys before and talking about Patreon, meeting up with you guys is great. So right here, what I have is some questions, you know, that I wrote down that I know the audience is going to be interested in to learn a little bit about it. Because again, when we hear mobile homes, what we usually think? Just a downside of it, right?
Downside, oh, nobody wants to live there. It's just for poor people, but that's not the truth.
That's not the truth. Definitely learning from y'all. So I think it's important, you know, just like credit, to educate people on it. So the best way to do it is ask some questions. So the first thing I want to jump into, guys, is just tell everybody, you know, how y'all get started, like how you got started in mobile home investment.
Well, our business is pretty much a family. Me, my mother, and my brother. And when my mother was in better medical shape, she was able to go driving for dollars and this, that, and the other. And so my mother has actually owned several single-family homes, and so we learned from her. And we do own several single-family homes, flat out. But we paid cash. We didn't use any credit cards. And so from there, we started looking on YouTube. You know, like doing real estate was a little pricey. And we found out about how you go about investing in mobile homes. And so we started doing our little research. And before you know it, I went and got my license, and me and my brother started doing mobile homes.
Okay, good. So when you first got into mobile home investment, was it something that, oh, I like it immediately? Was it rough at the beginning? Was it something that you just seen like, okay, like the very first time you got into it, this is something I could do long term? Or did you have to work your way into that?
I'm going to tell you the truth. It was like hitting the lottery without playing the lottery.
Really?
It was so easy to do. It was kind of scary. You know, when we sold a mobile home, our first couple of mobile homes, we were like, something ain't right. You know, something going to happen. But it never did, and it just got better and better and better.
And so just out the gate, I'm in this.
Yes.
I'm staying in this.
Exactly.
And so when she started, you ended up coming in a little later.
I just followed the path. That's my big sister. So she said, "Let's go. We're going."
All right, man. That's good. That's good, man. And that's why I like the energy y'all have, family, man. This is something that, like, right now with people who are trying to do something as group economics of family, that's what y'all represent. That hey, she went out there and jumped out into something and brought it back to the family. Like, that's big. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it was an opportunity she brought to you, and then now she has a partner, which is, you know what I'm saying, her brother. That's really...
You definitely can't do it by yourself. I don't care what you do in life. You can't do anything by yourself.
The same thing I say with traditional real estate, man, and that's what I tell a lot of you guys out there, man. For real, I'm really telling y'all that when you want to jump into real estate, traditional real estate, single family, multifamily, or even like you said right here in this mobile home, guys, partner up is the best way. Do not just jump out there with all your capital and think, first of all, thinking you know it all. You know, that's a big, big mistake. So again, get you a group of people that can really help you. And that's why bringing them here is giving y'all the information, because y'all going to be able to tap in with them, okay? Now, as I go on with the questions, y'all tapping in with them, down in the descriptions, you're going to see the link. You're going to see the link of the courses that they have, you know what I'm saying, with the information that's out there, you know, because you guys really need to tap into a coach. You really need to tap into a mentor. You know, I'm going to get some more information going, but make sure you guys fully tap in, because we got to do this as a group. It's the best way to get started, all right? So, y'all telling them how y'all got started. You did some research.
Right.
So, you got the experience.
I got the experience.
You got the experience. Right. Okay. So, my second question is there any special license you need to get in this?
You don't need a special license. Matter of fact, my brother's not licensed. You don't need a special license to do this. I just got the license because I noticed when I go and talk to the park manager, they prefer that I have a license. Sometimes they'll ask me, do you have a license? And I say, yeah, I have a license. I give my license number. And I notice they're a little bit at ease because they want to deal with somebody who knows what they're doing. You know, not saying my brother don't know what he's doing, but they want to deal with somebody who knows how to buy and sell mobile.
Buy and sell. It just give you a little bit more respect when you got the license.
Exactly. And the crazy thing about it, Chris, a lot of the park managers who I do business with, some of them don't have licenses. But they want you to have a license. That's the funny thing about it. Yeah.
But so you're saying it's not mandatory to have.
No.
Now let me ask you. So the license, it's a regular real estate license.
It has nothing to do with real estate. It has to do with buying and selling mobile homes.
Buying and selling mobile homes.
Right. So I have a license in the state of Texas. It varies from state to state, but I have a license in the state of Texas.
To buy and sell mobile homes. Okay, cool. Okay, perfect. And again, that's why it's good to connect with somebody like yourself to get that information and the partnership. Because I know you was telling me beforehand that you're actually coaching people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they can. Like you had some people that call you to help you negotiate for them too, huh?
Right, exactly. I have no problems taking phone calls. Me and my brother, we're very compassionate about this business. So I have no problems. Anybody calling me, I have no problems talking to people about this.
Perfect. Hey man, I'm telling y'all, hey look, catch it right now while they're available, man, because this stuff gonna be hot. Click the link down below, man, in the description. Go ahead and sign up. These people are available. Y'all know how I'm rocking. You know what I'm saying? We get to the point that we not too big for nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love when them tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Tapping in with me, and we gonna put that right back out to them. You buy. You know what I'm saying? Their course, they're gonna be here to follow up with you. They're gonna be here to talk with you. They really care about helping people. That's why this is gonna be so great. Because y'all know that's how I rock and I love that's how they rock, okay? She's going to answer the phone call. I know Joe was even saying, like, man, she answer the phone a lot, huh? For everybody, huh? That's good, man. We try to make sure everybody get taken care of. That's real good, okay? So, you told me how y'all started. No special, license just required, but it's pretty good to have it, you know what I'm saying, for how they going to treat you in the game. Now, tell me this, y'all roles, you know what I'm saying, your roles in. Now, walk me into, like, going to get the deals. How is it working, you know what I'm saying? So, I know sometimes you in a different state, he's there, so I know we was talking about virtually, getting it done virtually, right? So what's our roles, the rehabs and buying and purchasing the house?
So Chris, I'm a registered nurse, so I fly in between Texas and California, but Texas is my home. And so I make pretty good money there in California, so I prefer to continue on working. And what we do is to build up the capital, because I never thought about using the credit card, so I'm figuring I still need my job to build up the capital, and that's what we were doing. And so what happens is me and my brother, we would buy the mobile homes, or with my mom, and we would buy the mobile homes. And what would happen is my brother would be like the project manager. So he would, I'll let him tell you what he does as far as that goes. And then after that, I would fly back to California after we would purchase the mobile home.
And you say you in Cali, so you was able to do it virtually.
I can do it virtually. I don't have to be in the States.
So you would just research it online, or
research it online. My brother would have his camera. He'll do the walkthrough and everything. I'm looking. I have showed him what to look for. He's the expert at it at this point. And so I trust his judgment, him and my mother, and from that point on, we decide whether or not we're going to buy the mobile home.
Gotcha. So just like, somebody can be in this state, but they can partner up with somewhere else where the mobile homes is hot and get it done.
All day long.
Yeah, you're right about that.
They get it done. Because, we all over the place. But like I said, being Kellie and Texas, that's perfect. So if you were there, what you are there, looking at the mobile home, so what are some of the things you're looking for?
Some of the things I would probably look for is like the outside scenery, if they have a pool for the amenities, any type of kid playground. And on the house part, you want to look at the ceiling, the floors, any leakage, anything like that, the AC if it's working and stuff like that. And then I would probably compare notes with my sister, and we would say, hey, is this a go or not? So
main thing. So we looking to see if the roof needs some work.
Yeah.
Does it have an AC or not?
Right.
And I remember we talking about
soft spots in the floor.
Soft spots in the floor.
Right.
That's a thing in mobile homes. Right. Soft spots in the floor by the master
bedroom tub. That seems to be an issue.
The AC units, the window units. It has to have an AC unit.
Well, if it has an AC unit and it's in the window, I don't want nobody to assume that the park is going to allow you to continue on having that AC unit, because that person who already owns that mobile home might be grandfathered into having that AC in the window. So sometimes when you buy a mobile home, you better make sure that they're not requiring you to have central air. So that's another thing. So just little things like that.
Look for it. And kind of like a traditional real estate. I just know that looking at the mobile home, you know what I'm saying, the repairs, it's similar to looking at a regular house. So that's some of the main things, some of the things you're looking for. Plumbing.
Right, definitely.
Plumbing.
The outer exterior. make sure everything.
Just wear and tear on that. Right. Okay, cool. So what? So I would say this. So when you're looking at those type of things, the question I have. So when you're looking at those type of things, that's going into your negotiation, right? Exactly. So let's give an example here. If somebody having their price for the mobile home, right? If the roof is not well, if the AC unit, so you're going to negotiate to deduct those prices of the purchase, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So just give me an average price. Let's go with an example. An average price of a mobile home can cost, just to give the viewers an idea, okay, walk it through it. What's the average price of purchasing a mobile home? So let's say we went up to a park. Mm-hmm. All right, let's give it the whole view here. So we got the park, right? So the park is where the mobile homes are placed in.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
So you have a park owner, correct?
Right.
You have the park owner who owns the whole area. Then you have a park manager who manages all the mobile homes.
Right.
Correct? Mm-hmm. So you would go up to a park, right? And then you would look at a potential mobile home for sale.
Right. For sale by owner.
For sale.
Right.
For sale by owner.
Yeah, right, because you're looking for a motivated owner who's trying to sell their mobile home to you.
Sell the mobile home.
And they have to be motivated.
Motivated. Right. Got you. So I go over to a park. I find out there's a motivated seller who's getting ready to sell their mobile home. So you'll pull up. You'll give them a call.
If they have a phone number, I prefer to call them. But if there's no phone number, sometimes they just have a sign. I have no problem just knocking on the door. And we just have a conversation. They'll let me in 9 times out of 10. We've never not been let in a home. And we just start the negotiations from that point on. And like I said, my brother and I, we kind of look at what's going on. Is there something going on with the roof? Is this the electrical? We just kind of go down the list. And we kind of explain to them why this house is possibly priced too high. Mm-hmm. And we just let them know that, this is what we can offer you. Concerning the mobile home, and we just go from there. And like my brother said, we also check out the amenities. I mean, do y'all have a swimming pool here? Because across the street they have a swimming pool. Do you have a basketball court? Because across the street they got a basketball court. So we do like a comparison, and we show them, hey, this mobile home, I know you want this dollar amount, but this is all I can offer you, because at the end of the day, we have to make a profit as well. Mm-hmm. So that's what we do.
So the prices usually go, it's kind of similar to real estate. So they're going to have the asking price. You going in, seeing if the house needs any repairs. Right. If the house needs some repairs, be like, hey, man, we're going to deduct a few of these prices, these thousands off this asking price because of the work we're going to have to put in.
Right.
Also, about appliances.
Right. Do the appliances stay? Okay, because across the street we found a mobile home that the dishwasher, the refrigerator, and the stove stay. But you're telling me you're taking the appliances. So right now, I can't give you that dollar amount because you're telling me I'm going to have to get some appliances for your particular mobile home.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. So we negotiate a price. We get a price that works for you and the seller. The seller's like, okay, cool. I understand the rehab. I understand what you got to do the rehab. Cool. Mm-hmm. Y'all close the deal. You go into contract.
Well, we don't quite close the deal because I need to make sure you own that mobile home. And see, here in the state of Texas, where we can get on the computer to see if you own that mobile home. Because we've had a situation or two where somebody tried to sell us a mobile home and they don't own it. So really, I'm negotiating with the wrong person. And 9 times out of 10, when something like that happens, is because the paperwork and transferring the title was never completed. And then you have a buyer, they're a homeowner who believes they own it. They really believe they own it. Yeah, it's common. And once we look in the computer and we show them, because I bring the computer with us, and we show them, you don't own this mobile home. We need to find this person so we can transfer the title.
And they've been living in the home for years. They didn't realize
so that's common to make sure.
Right.
To make sure.
Right.
Similar in traditional real estate as well. That you need to make sure they actually to own it. Right. Now, another thing about we talk about the park. Mm-hmm. The park. So the people out there who are interested to go in and go purchase these mobile homes, so they do their research. They find out these people do own a mobile home. They do get the numbers right. Now we have to talk to the park.
We have to talk to the park manager and ask them, do you want to purchase this mobile home? Because they have the right to purchase that mobile home before we as investors do. Because if you really think about it,
and that's very important for everybody to know.
That's very important. You just can't go buying a mobile home without talking to the park manager. And because 9 times out of 10, sometimes they do want that home to stay there. They're afraid that if you buy it, you're going to move it, and that's going to decrease their revenue in that particular park. So you have to have a conversation with the park manager, and I would not trust the seller telling me that. So what we like to do, we like to go and talk to the park manager with the seller so we can all get an understanding. I go to the park and say, hey, y'all don't want this home, right? This is what I'm offering him or her for this home. You don't want it. And then we like, no, I'm not going to pay that price for that mobile home. Y'all can go ahead and buy it.
Gotcha. Now, I'm going to go into a couple more things about what you're looking for in the house, the mobile home house, but I want to touch on this. So the people that are listening, like, okay, I see you got to do this, I see you got to do this, I see you guys talking about this. So why would I want to even get involved with mobile home business? Let's get ahead in here on the ROIs, right? Like, why would I even want to go through what we just talked about? Like, because I know most people are like, well, how much money can I make off this? You know what I'm saying? So let's jump into that real quick as far as like how much the return on the investments you make for even dealing with these mobile homes.
Well, Chris, you're not going to believe it, but there's a lot of mobile homes that are free. Free.
Exactly.
So there's nowhere to go but up when you're talking about free. But in our situations, we have made anywhere between 100 to 300% return on our money, and that's very common in the mobile home business.
Very common.
Very common.
So I'm going to the park, finding a motivated seller, working this out with the park manager, just make sure I'm getting this right, make sure I'm getting right with the park manager, motivated seller, expecting it, making sure the rehab, everything is there to where it makes sense on a dollar amount. We close the deal. I buy this mobile home. Give me an average price.
It depends on need. We have never paid any more than maybe $4,000 for the rehab.
$4,000.
And that's on the high end. We have never paid any more than that for, any kind of rehab. Now, we have run into a situation where we needed a new roof and AC. That got a little pricey, maybe $8,000. But still, I mean, the profit.
That's way less than traditional real estate.
Exactly.
Right.
Way less than traditional real estate. So, average price, I know price can vary. Again, average price of a mobile home somewhere it can be between $7,000-8,000. Maybe.
My mother actually found a mobile home for us that the gentleman wanted $8,000. We paid $3,000 for that mobile home, and we turned around and sold it for $59,500 on payments.
So the startup capital is way less than actual like a traditional home.
Yeah.
So you can get in the game.
You can get in these mobile home games.
They're cheap.
$3,000,
Right.
$4,000, $5,000.
Exactly.
No thousand sometimes.
and sometimes for free.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
Put a little work in there.
Put a little work in there.
So let's go back into numbers. So getting it up to $50,000 or $60,000, the price that you're selling it for.
Right.
So now we're going into owner financing.
Right. We owner finance all of our properties. And we have done some wholesale deals as well, but we owner finance all of our properties out.
Owner financing. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about owner financing here. Okay, so I get this mobile home. I go down. I find one. I get one of those good ones for like $5,000, and I say, man, I'm about to put $4,000 in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all in for $9,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I get to list it up. Let me ask you this: how am I finding out the price of what I can charge for this mobile home? How are you finding your listing price?
Well, you can check Facebook Marketplace to see what homes of that same maybe year, the bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. You can kind of figure out like what homes have sold for. Or you can sometimes go to the park manager and ask, hey, do you have a home that's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath that's maybe a 1999? What did it sell for last? You can do stuff like that. But sometimes you don't even have to bother the park manager. It's just a quick little internet search.
Quick internet search.
Right.
And how long are you getting these houses off the market once you get them?
The quickest home was 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
The quickest home was 15 minutes. So we don't keep our homes very long.
So and that's what I want to put out here to you guys. I don't think we really, most of us who not into mobile homes, understand mobile homes, live in mobile homes, know somebody in mobile home investing. I don't think we understand how hot it is.
It's hot.
It's a hot market.
It's hot.
It's hot. Like when it's available, that people are searching and moving to them.
Right.
So you say one was going in 15 minutes.
Right.
Other than that one, maybe a week.
Maybe a week. Yes.
And it's gone.
It's gone.
All right. So I got the mobile home. I want to get somebody to come in, all right? I'm an owner finance this mobile home.
Right.
What are we doing? We taking a down payment?
We're taking a down payment, and we're checking their credit because we like to check our tenants' credit. And then after that, if the credit and everything is fine, then we tell them go ahead and apply to the park.
So you're going to check their credit, background check as well?
Background check and everything.
So we're going to check their personal credit. We're going to check their background credit first.
Right.
And then once that checks out, then they need to apply to the park.
Exactly.
They get approved from the park.
Then they can move in.
In that approval, we're going to take some earnest money?
We're going to take some earnest money from them, yes.
Right. So earnest money, if you guys don't know what that is, that's just money that, how should we say, you put it down in good faith that you're going to follow through with this contract. So you go put a few dollars down on the earnest money, go through the application, you get approved with you guys, you get approved by the park manager, boom, they come put their down payment down on the mobile home, and then you guys draw out a lease agreement.
Exactly.
Now, how long are we talking on the lease agreement?
We do anywhere between 7 and 8 year mobile home mortgage. So we'll have that cash flow coming in for 7 to 8 years.
Now, on the down payment, you pretty much about to recoup what you paid for the mobile home and rehab, right?
Exactly. Whatever we invest as far as paying for the mobile home and doing a little rehab, let's just say we invested $10,000. We try to at least get a $5,000 down payment.
So you 50% in for what you put up.
Right.
And now you got monthly cash flow
off
this mobile home.
Right.
That's going to bring you money back in.
Right.
So that's why it's just profit. It's not hard to get into.
It's not hard at all.
And it's not hard to do.
Right.
And it's a high market.
It is very, especially with this pandemic. You know, people are losing their single family homes left and right.
Oh my God. So your strategy is to buy and hold, right? That's the strategy. You want to hold on to it.
Right.
Now, let's talk about people who maybe don't have the money for buying a mobile home, or they don't have the money for the rehab wholesale opportunities in mobile homes.
Right. So we actually, in my course, I did an interview with a homeless gentleman who actually, that's all he does. He finds these mobile homes. He maybe pay $1,000 or $2,000 for the mobile home, sweeps them out, advertises them on Facebook, and that's how he makes his money. And he doesn't hold these mobile homes for very long. So you leave absolutely no money to wholesale these mobile homes. All you need is the internet and maybe some gas and a car, and that's it.
So just like wholesaling, because I got in, when I did traditional real estate, I was doing wholesaling actual homes. And that's why I look at this mobile home information that y'all are giving out as like, I don't think anybody thought wholesaling mobile homes as an opportunity.
Right.
And there's people who made nice money off doing this.
Right. And Chris, like hypothetically, if you don't have the money, you come across a free mobile home. You can wholesale that mobile home. Maybe somebody wants that mobile home off of their property. They're telling you, I'll give this mobile home for you for free if you get this mobile home off of my lot in a month.
So somebody might have a single family home somewhere?
Yeah, and then they have a mobile home on it, and it's an eyesore to them. And they'll call you and say, Kelly, we've actually gotten 4 free mobile homes.
What?
Kelly, you have 1 month to move this mobile home. And so what we do, we wholesale it to somebody else.
So if I was a wholesaler and I was driving around and I actually seen a property that had a mobile home on it, would that be a potential for me to just like...
That's a possibility.
Just be interested in?
Right, but you find more of those free ones on Facebook Marketplace.
Marketplace.
Right. Very rarely... Right, exactly.
Facebook Marketplace.
Right. Very rarely will you see somebody posting free mobile home, but you'll see it all day long on Facebook Marketplace.
Man, this is great. This is great. So let me ask you this: if I'm getting ready to do this, the rehab costs. I know I got a question here about a contractor versus a handyman dealing with these mobile homes. How you go about the rehab process? Are you doing them yourself, Joe?
Yeah, I'm like the project manager with our company right here. So it's kind of like, you got to kind of pick and choose who you want to get for certain jobs, because you got a lot of handyman or contractors can't do certain things. So like we've learned to do a lot of the repairs ourselves. Right. Going to Home Depot and, going to taking some of the courses and stuff like that. So we're almost at this point doing like 80% of all the repairs.
The square foot, how big are these mobile homes? Is that why? Because they're not that big?
Yeah, exactly. They're not that big at all. So you can actually go get a spray gun and start spraying the inside, the outside. putting the floors down, laminating the countertops, changing the knobs.
So people that's really just trying to get into just real estate, period, this is what it sounds like to me. Mm-hmm. This sounds like why some people should start off in mobile homes. That's why I think this is so interesting that y'all giving this information, because most people, single family, multi-family homes and traditional real estate, that's not really happening. You have to outsource that.
Right.
And so what y'all are saying, like Joe, have you had major experience?
Oh yeah, no experience at all.
Really?
No experience at all. Now I consider myself almost a contractor. You'd be surprised. I'm talking about, there's a lot of things that I didn't know I could do that I can do now. You'll be highly motivated when that check comes. when that money comes, boy, you can do some things.
Because you basically actually going in there, because it's a mobile home, because it's not too big, it's not super huge, it's not requiring a ton of rehab, a ton of work. You was able to get some information, touch it up yourself, do it yourself, and like you said, when you close the first mobile home deal, you doing majority of the work.
Right.
That's your proof.
Yeah, your confidence went straight to the roof.
And you do it again. You
do it again. Exactly.
So what I'm seeing from the mobile home investing is, it doesn't require that much capital to start. Mm-hmm. It doesn't require that much capital for the rehab. Mm-hmm. You also can be able to do most of it yourself once you just get some skills, because it's not that big.
Not that big at all.
You know what I'm saying? And then the return on the investment, 100 to 300%.
Right. Hey, Chris, I just want to add, in the mobile home business, we have a phrase. What we're doing is putting lipstick on the pig. We're not doing all this decorative stuff you see on YouTube.
It's not needed.
We're making we're making affordable housing for people. That's what we're doing. You're not doing all this stuff you see on YouTube. We're not doing all that kind of stuff.
And it's not needed.
Making it nice, neat, and clean.
And for all the ladies out there, don't be intimidated. You might think this is like a male-dominated arena, but a lot of ladies are out there getting their hands dirty. Even if you don't want to get your hands dirty, you can get the contractors, like you said, if you just want,
and get it done. I got a couple more. I got a couple more questions here, and then we'll get off and talk about the course on what you guys can offer the people, man. Because again, I just want to go back over it. What's getting me is, I look at how much it's costing us to do these big rehab deals, real estate deals, which is lucrative, but I'm looking at volume of mobile homes. I'm looking at, the money we are spending in these big time real estate deals. I'm looking at, for me, I'm like, man, I can grab about 5, 6 of these mobile homes and get the cash flowing.
Exactly.
About $10,000 a month, huh?
Exactly. So yeah, we're roughly about $8,000 right now a month. We still have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom we're trying to sell right now, but yeah, the cash flow is amazing.
It's just coming in. So let's get over to the park side of the mobile homes, right? Because the goal is, you guys have got you some mobile homes going. Y'all making some good cash flow. It's rolling in. Let's talk about the mobile home, like park side of it. I know we're going to get into your course. You have that free mobile home audio.
Right.
Is that course? Well, tell me a bit about that.
In my course, we offer, in our course, we offer a free mobile home audio park buying course. Because once you get in this business, the next step is just human nature. You're going to want to buy a park. So with our course, we offer an audio park buying course with our course.
Mm-hmm, because the people who own these mobile home parks, they are catching cash flow because each mobile home has to pay them.
Right.
It's called lot rent.
They have to pay lot rent, exactly.
So as a tenant, you pay rent and you pay
mortgage to us.
You pay the lot rent.
You pay the lot rent to the park, and you pay the mortgage to us.
The mortgage to us.
Right. But if you're the park owner, you can possibly own the land and the mobile home.
You can double up.
Right.
And that's when people touch a million. These park owners touch a million.
Exactly. So we actually know of a couple of people who own several mobile home parks.
And just cash flow.
And the cash flow. And they haven't been in the business no more than 3-4 years tops. They started off just like me and my brother.
And just scaled up.
Scaled
up with a couple more.
It's so quick, Chris, it's like scary. It's really scary. You be like, wait a minute, I'm waiting for something to happen. And it just does.
And it just happens like that. It just happens like that. Mm-hmm. So the parks have ratings?
The park does have a rating, anywhere from 1 star all the way up to 5-star parks. The parks that we like to invest in are like maybe 3-star and up. You know, the lower the park rating, it gets kind of iffy as far as if you plan to rehab.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in those lower scale parks,
Kind of like the hood.
Right, it's not in the best neighborhoods. So we have
stealing
had
appliances,
right, stealing appliances and stuff in the more low end parks. So we don't.
That's the same thing with traditional real estate.
Right,
you got to watch people come in there and steal your copper, steal your.
Right.
So that's why we choose not to invest in those particular.
What's a 5-star park?
5-star park would be like newer homes, a lot of amenities, swimming pool, basketball court. What do you call it? Tennis court. You know, all that kind of stuff.
All that's going on.
Right. They might have a little clubhouse, all that gated. You know.
Really?
Right. So if you find a deal in there, you're sitting on a gold mine.
No, I'm talking about the age. 55 and up.
Sometimes they're 55 and up. You know, 55 and up are the nicer parks. So it just depends. But you're sitting on a gold mine if you find a home in that particular park.
Oh man!
But you have to understand it's going to be hard to negotiate somebody down because they already know the type of park that they.
And that's considered luxury.
Right. It ain't going to be too much talking down in those particular parks.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're finding somebody who's giving away a home there, which is rare, you're sitting on a gold mine. Right.
3-star is where it's not too bad. It's not super luxury.
Right.
We can go in there, find a motivated seller, touch up that mobile home.
Right.
Put it back out there and make us some money.
Right.
Now, investing strategy. Is wholesaling, owner financing, those the main two?
That's the main two that we do, but there's other ways that you can, get into the mobile home business, but that's the main two that we do.
Gotcha. Now, I'll break this down for you. I got you. Don't really know what that is. Wholesaling is pretty much you not purchasing the mobile home. You just going in. Now, the mobiles, you get it under contract and you just sell it over to somebody else. Right. So you don't have to have the money to actually purchase the mobile home. You just put it under contract and you're going to send it over to somebody else at a little higher price than what you got it under contract for, and you're going to make the spread on that. The owner finance, the buy and hold strategy that they doing is they're actually purchasing the mobile home, they're rehabbing it, and they fixing it up, and then they're getting somebody to purchase it after they pass the credit check, background check with them in the park. They put down earnest money. Mm-hmm. They put down a down payment, and then they pay y'all monthly.
Exactly.
And if you guys grab a couple of those, we cash flowing
all day long.
So let me ask you this: my swipers out there who getting approved for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in business credit. All right. So if I had $30,000, what they can do for me in the mobile home game?
Buy a lot of mobile homes.
You could buy a lot of mobile homes, Chris. You could really buy a lot of mobile homes. You really can. Like I said, you don't need no thousands. A lot of them are for free.
You said to get a lot of them free.
Yeah, you can get free ones.
You can get free mobile homes, guys. This is mind blowing to me. I bring up the dollar amount. You can get it for free, and I think a lot of you guys out there who are looking for more investment opportunities, swipes or not, mobile home investing is something that I believe you guys need to look into. I'm definitely about to look into it. Kellie and Joel put me on so much game. It's just unbelievable for me as to how I ain't know this. It's kind of like the credit game. You know what I'm saying? How you ain't know this. And I know a lot of you guys continuously hit me up. Y'all send me messages. Chris, I want to get into real estate. Chris, I want to get into real estate. Chris, I want to get into real estate. Guys, what I need y'all to do is to tap into Kellie and Joel's right here with this amazing name, Heels, Deals, and Wheels. Tell me about that name real quick.
Well, the heels is back in the day. I used to wear heels.
Yeah.
And the deals is related to the mobile homes, and the wheels is my brother likes fancy cars. So that's how we came up with it.
Love the name. Heels, Deals, and Wheels. Guys, man, I appreciate y'all so much for being here with me. You know what I'm saying? With your boy, Mr. CJ, you on the Hap Hap show. I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, dropping this information. Is there anything else y'all want to add to tell the people? And then we're going to talk about, the courses and the coaching that you're going to definitely do. But as far as the real estate or the mobile home, is there anything else you want to share with people about the business that we didn't touch on? Any question? Is there something out there you want to just throw out to the people that it's possible? You can do it, Is there anything y'all want to share?
Well, you can do it from anywhere. You can do it virtually. You don't have to actually be in the same state. As you can see, me and my brother, we do deals all the time. He's there with his phone. I'm there with my cell phone, and you don't have to be even in the same state. We just recently did a deal in Florida. You don't have to be in the same state. So a lot of people sometimes they contact me and was like, "There's no mobile homes in my state," and that's not really true. And even if it is true, you can do deals in another state. You know, as long as you have somebody with boots on the ground in that state, somebody that you trust, a deal can be done.
It can be done. Anything
it's like we were saying, go get that course because you don't actually have to purchase the mobile homes. You can actually wholesale. You know, save yourself some time and energy and money and what have you, and build a bank account like and then you can go into real estate.
Perfect. Guys, go down in the description right here under the YouTube. Y'all already know. Go on there, click the link. Okay, check out this course. It's phenomenal. I looked on it. It's 20 hours.
It's 20 hours. It's 20 hours.
20 hours of sauce. For a very, very, very fair price. Okay, Kellie and Joel have put so much work. They got experience. They cash flowing. They got the deal. They doing it. Click the link, check out the course, okay? Now, also tell them, what they can expect in the course. I know you went over some information, like what are they going to expect in the course? You got some testimonies in there, you actually going through.
Right, we got some testimonies in there. I have several students that have wholesale mobile homes, that have purchased mobile homes. I got all the contracts you need. I show you how to put the mobile homes in a personal property trust, which that's very important. I show you how to interact with the park managers. Once you build up a rapport with the park manager, and this is the reason why I really purchased your course, because we were using up all of our capital, and we started building up a rapport with the park manager. She was calling us so much, we were running out of capital, and then I'm thinking there has to be a better way, and so that's why I purchased your course. And then my brother was like, "Hey, ask the park manager, can we put it on a credit card?" I'm like, "Don't send me in there to ask that."
Yeah, we're gonna do the credit to cash methods, man.
Exactly, and the whole course is on demand. And once you purchase the course, you can call me if you have any questions. I'm there, or my brother is there to answer any questions you get. You will not be disappointed.
You won't be disappointed. That's why I want you guys to really tap in, because Kellie does this already. She has so many people who call her already for advice, and she's there to help people. She's gonna be there, and that's what she expects. You purchase her course, you go through it, you got answers, she's there. Also, Kellie, I want you to tell them about your YouTube channel.
Okay. So I do have a YouTube channel too, and I do not deny I still work. Like I said, Chris, I make very good money as a registered nurse, so I'm not ready to quit. So I do have a YouTube channel, and I do work, and a lot of times you will see me in my uniform, in my car, before my shift or after my shift, making a YouTube video.
And that's powerful though. I have a YouTube channel here that you guys can click on and check down below as well. But that's really powerful, guys, that she is still working and still earning income and passive income.
Right.
So that's very powerful. I know I was talking about that, about how we in a culture of everybody needs to quit their job, everybody needs to quit their job, everybody needs to quit their job just to start a business. Kellie is a prime example that, hey, I have a job that's paying me well, that I can show as earned income, but I'm also able to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And especially for all my younger people out there, there's no excuses.
Right.
There's no excuses for you guys to say, I got to quit my job just to do this. No. Kellie's doing it right now and across the country.
Exactly. Yeah. And also I'm retired military as well. So I have multiple avenues. We have multiple avenues of income.
Man,
not just one.
That's great. Again, guys, make sure y'all tap in below. Make sure y'all get the course. I want you guys to really dive into mobile home investment. Y'all are about to see me go in there and grab me some mobile homes. I am not finna miss this opportunity. There's no way I am not finna be cash flowing some mobile homes for all the money I be spending elsewhere. There's no way I'm finna miss out on this. They even told you that you can get these mobile homes for free. Come on, man. Y'all got to tap in, man. Again, I appreciate y'all for being here, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in, giving this information to the audience. Mobile home investment is about to be the new hot sauce. Y'all better tap in right now, man. It's going down. Hey, y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. CJU. Hap, hap.
Hap, hap.